Welcome everyone to this video tutorial on data mining. So in the last class we have seen some similarity measures which can be applied on binary data only. Those were Jaccard coefficient and simple matching coefficient. In today's video we will discuss about another similarity measure which is cosine similarity. Generally cosine similarity is a similarity measure which is applied heavily on document comparison. Okay. So generally whenever we are talking about comparing two documents, generally documents are often represented as vectors, as you can see here, often represented as vectors where each attribute represents the frequency with which a particular term or word occur in the document. For example, I have taken here 4 documents and all documents are of the sports related document. So that particular term called team occurred 5 times in the document 1 and 3 times in the document 2. So their frequency is 5 and 3. The particular term or keyword coach occurred 7 times in document 3 and 1 times in document 4. The frequency is 7 and 1 respectively. But if you see the real scenario, it is more complicated than this. Why? Because certain common words are ignored here and various processing techniques are used to account for different forms of the same word, differing document lengths and differ word frequencies. Fine? Generally, a document have thousands or 10,000s of attributes or terms because a document can have very large amount of words or terms. Okay? But each document is considered here sparse. Why? Since it has relatively very few non-zero attributes. Okay. So you can see this here, non-zero attributes are very few. Okay. So if you compare this document vector with your transaction data as we have discussed in the last class, similarity should not depend on the number of shared zero values, since any document are likely to not contain many of the same words and therefore the 0-0 matches are counted. Most documents will be highly similar to most other documents. Okay. Therefore a similarity measure for documents needs to ignore 0-0 matches as like in Jaccard measure. But we cannot apply Jaccard coefficient in case of document comparison. Why? Because it also must be able to handle non-binary vectors, but Jaccard coefficient can be only applicable to binary data. But if you are considering a document, it is not a binary data at all. Okay, and we have to ignore the 0-0 matches as we are ignoring the Jaccard coefficient. So cosine similarity plays a very important role in document comparison or document similarity. Okay. So cosine similarity is heavily used in document comparison. It is a similarity measure which will compare two documents are similar or not. Okay. So apart from cosine similarity, it is also heavily applied on information retrieval, biological taxonomy and gene feature mapping, where in gene feature mapping in microarrays every gene is represented as vector. So it is heavily applied in some others areas also apart from the document. Okay. So whenever you are comparing two documents, you have to find some term or keywords and you have to find the frequency of the particular term in each of this document and you have to make this kind of a vector. Okay. Now since we know that cosine similarity is a measure which can be applied in case of a document, so we should know the formula. Suppose if D1 and D2 are two vectors, that is that if D1 and D2 are two documents, term frequency vectors, that is like this, then the cosine similarity between two documents can be calculated using the formula cos of D1 and D2 is equal to dot product of D2 divided by the length of the vector D1 multiplied by length of the vector D2. So this is the formula to find out the cosine similarity between two documents D1 and D2. So first we have to find out the dot product, then we have to divide it by the length. Okay. So we will see the next one. So with this formula, let us try to find out the cosine similarity between document 1 and document 2. So we will take this particular two vectors. So we have taken these two vectors like this. D1 is this and D2 is this. First we will find out the cross product D1 and D2. The value is 25. Then we will find out the length of the document D1, which is using this formula, which can be easily find out. Then we see that whenever we are finding the value, that is 25 divided by this multiplied by this, we see that we have found the value as cos D1 and D2 is equal to 0.94. Now see, we have gained a value 0.94. So what does it indicate? It is the two documents D1 and D2 has a similarity score 0.94. But apart from this also, since it is a trigonometrical measure, we will try to see the justification. Why? What is 0.94? Okay. So we know that this is document D1 and this is document D2. Okay. So whenever we find it is 0.94, that means the angle between D1 and D2 is equivalent to 0.94. Okay. So you can see here, this document, the angle between D1 and D2 is 0.94. So you can see this 0.94 will be like something like this. So I can say here it is 0.94. So since this is 0.94, their angle is very less. Okay, there is no angle, you can say, this small. But if you compare this document, this is another document. Suppose I have find here the value of cos of D1 and D2 will be 90 degree. This is the angle between D1 and D2 is 90 degree. And as you know, cos 90 degree is what? 0. 0 means they have no similarity at all. Okay. And since it is 0.94, and if I say cos 0 here, cos 0 degree, so this particular line will be similar to that line. That means there is no dissimilarity at all between D1 and D2. Okay. There is no similarity between D1 and D2. So what I can say, that this D1 and D2 are the same document and they have completely similar document. Okay. So whenever you are finding this theta, you should also be able to know what is the justification. Okay. So cosine similarity is a measure of the cosine of the angle between D1 and D2. So for example, if the cosine similarity is 1, then the angle between x and y is what? 0 degree. And x and y are the same except for the magnitude, that is the length. Okay, they are same except the magnitude. Okay, and if the cosine similarity is 0, then the angle between xy is 90 degree and they do not share any term or words. So you should always be able to find out the justification. What does this particular cosine similarity mean? Okay, and you should also always remember this point, that the cosine similarity does not take the magnitude of the two objects into account while computing similarity. But if you remember, Euclidean distance might be a better choice when magnitude is important. Here we are not comparing how much length there it has. Okay, we have simply considering how many words it share. Okay, so it may be happen that document D1 may have 50 words or document D2 may have 5,000 words. But we are simply not comparing the magnitude. We are simply comparing how many words the two documents are shared, and thus the cosine similarity works. So this is the cosine similarity which is used to compare two documents. Hope you like this video. Thank you very much.